Welcome back to Edulexis. Have you ever looked at a website and wished you could automatically download all its data into a spreadsheet without copying and pasting manually? Today, on day 63, we are diving into web scraping using Python and BeautifulSoup. By the end of this 15-minute session, you will learn how to extract raw text and links from any web page. Let's jump right in. Before writing code, let's understand what web scraping is. Websites are built using HTML hypertext markup language. When you visit a page, your browser reads this HTML code and displays it nicely. Web scraping simply means writing a Python script to download that raw HTML code and programmatically extract the exact information we want, like article titles, prices, or product descriptions. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. Before scraping any website, you must check its robots.txt file, e.g., website.com/robots.txt, to see what pages are allowed to be scraped. Always be polite, don't flood servers with thousands of requests per second. Scrape ethically, keep requests spaced out, and only scrape public data for learning or authorized projects. To scrape websites in Python, we need two fantastic libraries, Requests and BeautifulSoup 4. Open your terminal or command prompt right now and type pip install requests BeautifulSoup 4. The requests library will help us download the webpage HTML, and BeautifulSoup will help us parse and search through that HTML effortlessly. Let's make sure both are installed successfully. Whenever we make a web request, it's crucial to check if it was successful. Let's write response equals requests.get URL. Then check print response.status_code. If it prints 200, that means success. If it prints 404 or 403, the page wasn't found or access was denied. Let's run this code and verify we get our 200 status code response. Let's look at what requests actually downloaded. If we run print response.txt 500, we see the first 500 characters of raw HTML. It looks like a messy wall of tags like and. Trying to find specific data in this raw text string using normal string methods would be a nightmare. This is exactly where BeautifulSoup comes to our rescue. Let's initialize BeautifulSoup. We create a soup object by writing soup equals BeautifulSoup response.txt html.parser. Here, response.txt is our raw HTML and HTML. Parser is Python's built-in parser that organizes the raw text into a neat, searchable tree structure of Python objects. Let's print soup title too. See how clean it is. BeautifulSoup lets us find elements easily using tag names. If we want the main page title, we write soup.find h1. If we want all the hyperlinks on the page, we use soup.find_all, which returns a Python list of all anchor tags. Let's write a quick print statement to see all the links present on our sample quotes webpage. Finding tags is great, but usually, we want the text inside the more specific attributes like links. To get the visible text inside a tag, we simply append .text or .get_text. To extract an attribute like a link URL from an anchor tag, we use tag getRef. Let's write a loop to print the text and URL for each link found on the page. Web pages use CSS classes to style elements, and we can leverage those classes to target specific data. On our quotes website, each quote is inside a and each author is inside a. Let's use soup.find_all span class_equals text to grab all quote boxes on the page effortlessly. Notice the underscore in class underscore to avoid clashing with Python's keyword. Now let's write a clean for loop to iterate over our extracted quotes list. We write for quoting quotes, print, quote.text. When we run this script, instead of Messy HTML tags, our terminal outputs clean, readable inspirational quotes. This is the core magic of web scraping, transforming raw web data into clean text items. In real-world web scraping, things can break. The internet might drop, or a tag might be missing on some pages. To make our script robust, we should wrap our request in a try except block to catch connection errors, and add simple if checks to verify elements exist before calling .text on them. This prevents your entire script from crashing mid-execution. Let's combine everything into a mini project. Let's find all quote containers using soup.find_all, div, class _equals quote. Inside our loop, we extract both the quote text and the author name, formatting them nicely as f, quote_text, author_name. Run the script, and watch our terminal print out a clean structured list of quotes with their respective authors. Fantastic job today! You've successfully learned how to use requests and BeautifulSoup to fetch HTML, parse it, locate specific tags and classes, and extract clean data. Tomorrow, in day 64, we will take this a step further and learn how to save all this great data directly into a CSV file. Practice this script on your favorite practice site, leave your questions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Edulexis. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. Like if you learned something, share with your circle, and subscribe for more.